It is Thursday night football at Lambeau Field as the 3-2 Green Bay Packers host the 1-5 Chicago Bears. It's the NFL's longest-running rivalry dating back to 1921. They played 129 regular season and postseason games. We're getting ready to tee up number 193. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane along with Susan Simon. We are live on location at Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Hello, everybody. The last time these two teams met was November 26th of last year. It was Thanksgiving. And that was the night you'll remember that Brett Favre's jersey was retired. And we hope that history will not repeat itself because the Bears won that one 17-13.
Coming up in the next hour, we're going to talk with the voice of Packer Radio, Wayne Larrivee. We'll also chat with CBS Sidelines reporter Tracy Wolfson.
Sports director Jay Wilson is here along with Kevin Lewis. They're inside the stadium. They're going to join us from the field in just a little bit with a preview of the big game.
And perhaps most fun of all, we're heading to Q106 Farm Director Pam Yonke's home away from home. They call it Pambo. She's up here getting the party started.
Yes, that is going to be the highlight of this show, I have a feeling. But first let's talk about the game time weather.
Kind of chilly. Clouds come and go here in Green Bay, assuming the same thing in Madison. The weather words, frosty night.
Let's go to Karen Swanson. She's on the backyard patio back in Madison. Boy, what a difference a day makes, Karen.
Well, yeah, it sure does. Hard to believe we were close to 80 degrees just a couple of days ago. And now today it's been feeling much cooler, both in Green Bay as well as here in the Madison area. We are finally starting to see more in the way of some sunshine here in Madison as well. A lot of clouds sticking with us.
But thanks, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
And it's chilly, but you know what? It's the perfect football weather.
That's true. It's fantastic. And we're still 3 hours and change from kickoff, but people are gradually starting to come in here at Lambeau Field, and thousands will be here tonight for the game. Our Leah Linscheid is out catching up with some of them this afternoon. Hi, Leah.
Hi, Mark and Susan. Well, we're in the middle of Titletown, right? So this big blue bus really stuck out to at least me. I was surprised by it. So anyway, let's go over and talk to the owner. This here is Eddie. Eddie, he is from Chicago. Brought some Chicago fans. He actually lives in Wisconsin, though.
You know, it's a heated rivalry, but people can be
After all these years, you have to get along.
That's true.
Thanks,
That's
Leah.
true. Thank
We'll
you.
check back with you later.
Thanks, Leah. There is much more to come on this live edition of Live at 4. When we come back, we'll get a report from on the field in the stadium. We'll preview the big game tonight between the Packers and the Bears.
But first, let's go back to the studio. Eric Franke has a look at today's news. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Mark and Susan. And topping the news at 4, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are both claiming victory following the final presidential debate last night. Send it back up to Green Bay. And Mark and Susan. Susan, looks like you hit the pro shop. Got a nice new Packers coat up there today in this chillier weather.
There's more underneath.
I am a fan.
There's more underneath. Show them.
Yeah, there is. Look, I have on a yellow sweater. I'm all decked out. I'm ready for this.
All right, Eric, thank you. There's more to come here on Live at 4. Up next, we'll preview the big game with Sports Director Jay Wilson.
And it is one of the biggest tourist attractions here in Green Bay, the Packers Hall of Fame. We'll take a look inside when Live at 4 on location continues. Welcome back, everyone. We're on location tonight for the Packers-Bears game on Thursday Night Football.
And there was some big news out of the Packers front office today, news that Packers fans did not want to hear. Sports Director Jay Wilson and Kevin Lewis are on the field. Hi, guys.
Hello, Susan and Mark. And the news is that Eddie Lacy, well, we knew he was going to be out of tonight's game. There was some hope that he would be back fairly soon, but now he will be out for a while. Placed on an injured reserve. He's going to have surgery on his foot. So what do you think? Is it Rodgers? Is it something? I think the receivers just can't get open. That's my deal.
If receivers aren't open, no one can throw.
89 was the last time they wore white uniforms at home, and they haven't worn the same color tops and bottoms since 1958.
What's the Labor Day thing?
You rarely wear white after Labor Day, right?
Okay, I don't know.
Susan, you got to help on that one? Is that right? You shouldn't wear white after Labor Day?
Yeah, that's right. Maybe they're off-white. Maybe it's winter white.
Oh, yeah.
What about navy blue? That's not a thing.
That's going to be hard to figure out which team is playing.
No, that's true. That's true.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, the good news is Brett Favre won't be here tonight because he was here last Thanksgiving when the Bears beat the Packers. He was here Sunday when the Cowboys beat the Packers. So Brett Favre not in the house tonight. They got a chance.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll check back later.
Thank you, Jay and Kevin. Thanks so much. As we mentioned, tonight's matchup is the 193rd between the Packers and the Bears.
And over that period of time, a number of greats have called Green Bay home. News 3's Danica Lewis takes us inside the Packers Hall of Fame.
If for some reason fans should get tired of tailgating before Thursday night's big matchup, and maybe they want some perspective on football past, they're in luck. Here at the Packers Hall of Fame, there's plenty of that. And with more than 190 games against each other over time, there's plenty of Bears and Packers history to take in.
We're Bears proud.
Tony Cruz wanted a taste of his team for his first time at Lambeau.
I knew they'd have stuff about the Bears in there just because of the rivalry, so.
The longest running rivalry in NFL history, which means the Packers Hall of Fame has 192 games of memorabilia to choose from, going back to the beginning.
October 14th, 1923 at Bellevue Park.
To what seems to be the origins of tailgating?
Packer fans would take the train down and travel and invade Wrigley Field.
To the decades under Coach Lambeau himself.
You can see how they scouted the Packers in those days, and they were focused on Packer great Don Hudson.
As Hall of Fame curator, Brent Hensel has noticed whether it came down to money or mutual respect.
You can definitely say the Packers and the Bears needed each other in their early history to survive.
It's always a good game. No matter how good or bad either team is, it's always a good rivalry.
An Illinois-born former Bears fan himself.
Yeah, well, my flight,
Jack says this history is worth waiting for and remembering.
It's a good rivalry.
And if you want to see this rivalry exhibit for yourself, you might want to get up to Green Bay. This whole corner will change in just a couple of months. Back to you.
Danica, thank you very much. By the way, Brooks, who is the Packer alum, late for that autograph signing in the atrium yesterday.
Yep.
There's a story here.
Yeah, let's see how good your trivia is, your sports trivia. You might recall on a Monday night game, it was back in 1995, Brooks caught a pass, 99 yards, thrown by Favre for a touchdown. And that game, you guessed it, against the Bears.
History repeats itself.
Yes.
Well, still ahead, a much more fall-like day. We're going to have your forecast, including what to expect for tonight's Packers game.
And also coming up today on Live at 4, we're going to catch up with sportscaster and the voice of the Packers, Wayne Larrivee. That and much more as we continue Live at 4 on location from Green Bay.
Take a look at this. Terror on the Fox has been striking fear into the hearts of Northeast Wisconsinites for 20 years. But some real terror was unearthed in this Ashwaubenon attraction this year. 2 real human skeletons joined Halloween goers as they walked through a room lined with fake skulls. 2 19th century coffins were donated years ago, and up until this season, they were tucked away. This year, during the remodel, they were opened for the first time.
Oh.
It's right down the road here, Susan. We can stop.
What is happening here?
Along the river. Anyway, it is Thursday, October 20th. It is Conflict Resolution Day. That'll be taking place inside that building.
Yes, well said. It's also Information Overload Day.
That'll be taking place inside that building. And it's also National Suspenders Day. They were invented in the 1820s. We went to the pro shop to look for suspenders. We found them, as you see. The line was so long, we'd still be in line.
I have never seen anything like the pro shop in my life.
It's like Shopko.
It's like a huge, enormous department store, yeah. The line was all the way out the door.
But there were the suspenders, the Packer suspenders, and I guess we'll have to order them for next time.
Yeah, that could have been, gone well with my ensemble.
All right, weather's coming up next. Your forecast, stay tuned. Karen Swanson, it was sunny out here for much of the day, but now it's clouded over in Green Bay.
And when you lose the sun, ooh, is it chilly today?
Yeah, and you guys actually have some pretty similar temperatures to what we have here in the Madison area. We've had some pretty chilly temperatures here today, too. And we had a lot of clouds for much of the day for Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So overall, a pretty nice stretch of weather to be out and maybe get some yard work done, or maybe just enjoy yourself, get to a pumpkin patch, enjoy the football game tonight as well.
Well, if you can't actually be in the stands or be here at Lambeau Field, the next best thing is to listen to the Packers on the radio.
And for nearly 20 years, Wayne Larrivee has shared his powerful voice to convey the power and passion of Green Bay Packers football. And now Wayne has written a book.
Yes, here it is.
If These Walls Could Talk, stories from the Green Bay Packers sidelines, locker room, and press box. And we talked with Wayne earlier today. What inspired you to write the book?
Well, people have been asking me to write a book for a while now, but this one had more to do with the Packers. You know, I'm going to someday write a book about my career, I guess, but this one was all about the Packers. And, you know, I've been here now for 18 years, so there's a lot of, you see a lot of good and bad, and it's all in there.
There's a little bit of a personal touch to this. You talk about how you became a Packers fan, and a lot of people might be surprised to learn you grew up in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
Well, you know, I was, you know, just a youngster. I liked the colors green and gold. I thought the G on the side of the Packers helmet was pretty cool. And they happened to be winning football games. They were winning championships under Lombardi at that point in time. So, you know, as a little 6, 7-year-old kid, that's when you start becoming a sports fan, and that was, yes.
Well, you wrote a beautiful epilogue in the book about why the Green Bay Packers and their fans are so special. And why do you think that is?
Well, I think it's just the uniqueness of this whole thing. It's very personal, and people kind of joke on the outside about, well, these people spent $200 for this piece of paper that says they're a shareholder. Yeah, but you know what? That piece of paper means something. It really does, and it's important. And they are a part of it, and the organization understands that. It's a unique team. There's no single owner. There's no family ownership. There's no one guy, Jerry Jones, running the ship. It's really, it's a unique organization in a small town. Green Bay's 105,000 people. This is the big-time NFL going to the county fair every week.
A lot of great memories and many more to be made. Wayne, have a great call tonight.
Thank you, guys.
And congratulations on the book. It's a wonderful read.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks for spending time with us.
We appreciate it.
What a great guy.
Oh, and that voice could melt steel.
And I have a new ringtone on my phone. You want to hear it?
Yes, I do.
And there is your dagger.
I wonder if we'll hear that tonight.
That's what Wayne says when the play that the Packers put it away.
His signature call.
He hasn't.
And there is your.
Oh, there he goes. He hasn't used it this year.
No, I noticed that.
Hopefully he can use it tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, there's more to come at 4.
When we come back, we'll check in with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yonke at her home away from home.
It should be fun.
Pambo, right here in Green Bay. That's when Live at 4 continues, on location from Lambeau Field.
Welcome back to Green Bay. Now, you may or may not know, Q106 Farm Director, who's also Channel 3's Farm Director, is a huge Packers fan.
So much so that she actually bought a house here, right down the street from Lambeau Field. She can see the scoreboard from the front yard.
She calls it Pambo. We're going there now live. Hi, Pam.
Hey, guys. Yeah, we're just starting to get busy as far as parking here at Pambo. Yes, you're right. This is my home away from home. We've got people with this Thursday night thing. Everybody's just starting now to arrive, so that's what we're doing here on the front lawn. Welcome in. Pambo used to be the home of Chester Marco, if you remember Chester. His one famous play against the very same Bears that we're talking about tonight. So this is it. This is what I do when I'm not down in Madison with you guys.
Go Pack indeed. Thanks, Pam. And coming up next, we're going to go inside Lambeau Field once again.
That's right. We'll go back on the field and we'll catch up with CBS sideline reporter Tracy Wolfson, who will be calling the game tonight. We'll get her take on tonight's big matchup when Live at 4 continues.
She has been working the sidelines for CBS's SEC college football game since 2004, and in 2014, she joined Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for NFL football.
Tracy Wolfson has covered everything. She's covered football, auto racing, gymnastics, to the Final Four, you name it. And tonight, she is on the field, inside Lambeau Field, getting ready for tonight's big game. Tracy, nice to see you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Boy, it really seems like you have an exciting job. What is it like to be a reporter working the sidelines of a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely fortunate. It is so exciting, you know, week in and week out, and it's a different game, and you just never know what you're going to get. And of course, I get the best seat in the house.
Tracy, thanks for being with us. Have a great game tonight.
Yeah, you're pretty generous yourself, Tracy. We really appreciate it. Have fun tonight.
Anytime. Thanks, guys.
We'll be right back with one final check of your forecast.
Dropping down to 33 overnight, and then we're back to 51 tomorrow, so another cool day tomorrow, but I think we should see plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Looking like a beautiful day, and enjoy your evening up there.
The Packers against the Bears. The Packers favored by 7.5 points. Live CBS Thursday night football coverage begins right here on Channel 3 at 6:30, kickoff at 7:30.
Go Pack, go.
That's our time here from Lambeau. News 3 at 5 starts right now.